Big ups to all the island massive. It's the Beef Podcast, and how we doing today? It's your boy Joshrardo.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cancel that, dude.
Big ups to the beef, and the black meat is already working today. Grrrah, grrrah.
That's crazy, dude.
What's your name, man? That's what I say.
I kind of want to do it now. I kind of
Big
want.
ups.
All right, dude. Big ups. I'm Josh Michaels, Josh Magic Michaels. For those who's listening out there, man. Brah.
Big ups to your beautiful middle name, man.
Thank you, dude.
My name is Joshrardo.
You're gonna do this the whole time.
Alarcon. No, it's just the intro. Big ups.
Big ups to you, man. Big ups to the podcast. Big ups to everybody.
The whole island massive.
The whole island massive,
Yeah.
dude. Big ups to Beef. Big ups to.
Boom.
And big ups to our guest today, dude.
Yeah. Big ups today we have. Okay, stop with the voice.
Yeah, gotta stop with the voice.
Today we have not only Josh. I thought that was Josh, but
No,
Josh.
that's
He's gaining a little bit of weight. So
Okay,
I thought-
that's me. And
It's
that's
Josh.
I ate at Olive Garden and then
and sushi.
and sushi and then Thai food. And then,
Okay, yeah, Thai food. I forgot. And this is me. As you can see, we are the Beef Boys,
or
the Beefy
the
Boys,
Beefy Boys,
Yeah.
if you will.
Okay.
We're both wearing our captain's hats today. A little rope hat going on. A little rope
Nice.
The
hat
rope
game
hat
for
game.
you. Yeah.
Big ups to the rope hats.
I thought you were gonna stop.
And our guest, unfortunately, didn't bring her rope hat like we had asked.
Yeah, we put it in the message. But
JK, I didn't ask. JK, big ups. She did come today with some hot beef. She told us she didn't
did?
tell us the beef.
she told you the beef?
No.
Oh, okay, okay.
I literally said she didn't tell
Oh,
us.
okay.
But
I don't listen sometimes when Joshrardo talks.
she's all you're
Me
from.
either.
Yeah,
Okay, yo.
I love it, dude.
Big ups.
Big ups.
She's from Seal Beach,
Mm-hmm.
California. Do you have a podcast?
No.
Not yet.
Does she need a
Not
podcast?
yet.
Probably not, dude. She's already killing it.
Well, I've never
Thank
heard of an English major that's a comedian and that's funny
Right?
and a female. There's a lot of English female majors. Oh, no,
Right.
English major females.
Okay.
Sure.
But not a lot of comedians that are funny that are English female majors. English major female.
You're confusing me.
Yeah,
I'm
I'm
sorry.
confused.
I'm sorry.
What am I?
I'm
Let's
so
start over.
confused.
Let's
Yeah.
start over.
Let's start over.
Big ups.
Big ups. But yeah, our guest today, very funny. She, from what I've seen on, we do what's called light creeps on our research department.
Yeah.
Does light creeps, which means that we just
Okay.
kind of go through your Instagram for a second to
A
find.
synonym of a deep dive.
Yeah, yeah.
Is a light creep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, just to find any credits or find anything interesting that might help us in our introduction with you. And so I would like to mention that not only is she a funny comedian, an English major, but an avid roller skater.
That's true.
Wow.
See, light creeps pay off. Dude.
Okay.
yeah.
I'm jealous.
But yeah, I think I'm excited to hear her beef today. I'm excited to see where it leads us because I'm fucking feeling real beefy.
Okay, but wait.
All right.
wait, no, not like that.
Whoa.
Not
Don't
like
say
that.
that, dude.
Not like that though.
Wow, dude.
Anyway, should we just introduce our guest? Okay, yeah, blow the whistle, dude.
Yeah, just introduce our guests all together at the same time. Big ups to Breahna Upton.
Yeah. Thank you for being here.
Okay.
What was on the card?
Just the Beefy Boys.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we just have to
Joshrardo.
we have to remind ourselves
Yeah, that we're the Beefy
who
Boys.
we are. But yeah, dude, thank you for coming all the way out here. On a scale of 1 to
Thank
10,
you.
how do you feel about the intro?
I feel like it's maybe a 6.5.
Wow, we're getting better. Somebody said 3 once.
Yeah, someone said
So.
Oh, that's you
That's
got
like-
beef with them, huh?
Yeah.
well, now, yeah. Let's just say that their name is no longer on the board, on the beef board. But yeah,
I
dude,
still
thank
see
you.
Evan right there. So
Wow.
Wow,
No, just kidding.
dropping names, dude. Dropping names. I love it, dude. That's what this podcast is all about, dude. Dropping names, burning bridges, but not unless you don't want to,
nice.
And yeah, dude, thank you for making the trek all the way out here. How far is Seal Beach from here?
It was like an hour.
Oh,
wow,
my
that's
God.
that's a long
Is
time.
that a long time?
Sorry about that.
It's like you drove halfway to Vegas.
I mean,
That's not even.
yeah, it's not.
Oh, no?
It's like maybe a
No.
third of.
I thought-
that.
Oh, wow.
I thought I was bad at directions.
Well, how fast do you drive? Because maybe you're one of those people that drives 45 on the freeway.
45?
Yeah.
No.
We have a friend that does that.
Why?
Oh yeah, we do have a friend. that
Cody
does that.
Decker.
Yeah.
Oh,
He
you
also-
guys really drop names.
Yeah, we really do drop names. It's kind of a signature of the podcast. That's why people listen.
Yeah. And also, that guy's addicted to soap. Have you ever
Like the ASMR videos where they cut the soap and then they
maybe,
put it up on
you
the
know, he
microphone?
probably is also into that.
Maybe.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
maybe.
really in the soap community, so I wouldn't
he
be surprised.
eats soap.
No,
Is that-
He does
not like
also-
shoe nice, okay?
Yeah.
But
he does eat soap though. He says he tastes it.
well, yeah, but quality control, not for
Yeah.
views or anything.
No,
Okay.
yeah.
But he's an advocate for soap. He likes different kinds of lavenders and pumpkin spices. And what's the other one that
He
pumpernickel
gave me
or
a
something?
seaweed sea salt soap, and I use it to this
Yeah.
day.
That doesn't sound real. Seaweed. Sea salt.
It doesn't sound real. And I mean,
I guess
love,
it does. Ocean stuff.
Yeah.
Okay.
And they're
I
both
love Cody.
together.
I love Cody. But I mean, if you're making soap, then
Oh, he makes soap?
well, I don't.
That's the next step. He's
That's the
talking
next
about
level.
making soap now.
Oh, okay.
I
That's
just
pretty
think-
interesting.
Is
Yeah.
it interesting or is it
Ki-
like someone hurt you?
No, I think it's interesting. Like the fact that he loves it so much, he's gonna start making it. That's
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
cool.
yeah, yeah.
That's
Yeah.
like if I love roller skating, I started making skates. That would be
Wow.
actually it's not the same.
It's not the same. You could skate with skates. With soap,
I was
you
trying
just,
to be positive about it.
Yeah.
Was
I
trying to
love
be-
Cody Decker. He's one of my favorite people. But if you ever just want to hang out instead of making soap, just let me know.
Can you make your own roller skates, like the rollers?
the wheels.
Like
The
do people
wheels.
do that?
Do people make their own wheels or
Yeah.
their own? Well, they build their own skates. They'll get the shoe. They'll get the laces. They'll get the wheels. But I don't think people make the own.
The skates?
I'm
Like-
confused by your wording.
Yeah,
Wait, yeah.
You
Isn't
said
that
the rollers?
Said the
the rollers?
wheels.
Okay, what is it? The skate or the roller? The roller skate.
I get.
It's a
I get-
roller skate, but I don't know.
With the
what you're-
wheels.
The wheels.
Okay, dude. I get what you're
Are
saying.
you in a bit right now?
Oh,
I'm
no, I
confused.
swear to God.
I get what you're saying, but you're making it very complicated.
The rollers on the skates go around and round.
You're saying, do people make their own wheels?
Yeah,
Yes.
just the actual.
Yes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Okay.
I don't know how that.
Are you
works.
drawing that comparison because sometimes wheels look like soap?
Yeah. Yeah, they do.
They do look like soap.
They do, yeah.
They really do. Roller skating is kind of cool. I used to skateboard, hence the Thrasher captain hat I'm wearing right now.
Okay.
I used to skateboard when I was younger. There's no need for the music
Oh,
here, but
it was perfect.
I used to skate, and I was pretty good.
I
Really?
used to be somebody.
I used to be
I used to be
somebody.
somebody.
People used to look at me and go like, "Hey, I bet he could do a board slide."
I doubt it. I doubt it.
But I quit and stuff. But
Were you
it's-
falling a lot, or
not really. I just, once you get to a point where life kind of catches up to you. You get a car,
You lose a car.
You lose that car. Then you go back to skating for a little bit. But yeah, I don't know. I just kind of stopped skating. But roller skating, I used to go to the skate park where they used to be like, used to be either a BMX person, not a roller skate person, but like
Yeah.
what are they called when they're not four wheels?
Groupies.
oh, you mean rollerblades?
Rollerblades.
Yeah.
Oh, blades.
When they're lined up, they're like in line. I think.
Inline rollerblading.
Yeah. Why are you so?
Oh, sorry.
excited
I'm excited.
about it.
Oh, is that what you meant by the roller? You were trying to think of like the
All I'm saying is I've dabbled in skating as well. Roller skating, not
Rollerblading.
rollerblading.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Right. Fuck, a lot of skating.
Yeah,
huh?
a lot of-
There's a
Ice
lot of
skating.
variations.
So you do roller skating.
Skating, yeah. That means the 4 wheels on each. They're like
Gotcha.
quad wheels.
Right. I like that.
There's nothing like going down to the boardwalk and just rolling around,
Yeah. Yeah.
You guys ever do that?
The only memory, like whenever I
Just
think,
me?
whenever I think of roller skates, my first memory is like, I don't know, because when I was a kid, don't play the music.
Okay.
I grew up in Virginia, until I was 12,
Oh.
till I was 12 years old, and then I moved out here. But
Me too. Well, not Virginia, but North Carolina.
Oh,
In the South.
really?
Yeah, till I was
we
12.
we lived on the bottom of Virginia. Like
That's
North
crazy.
Carolina was, no joke, like 20 minutes away from us
Did you guys ever go?
all the time.
Wow, that's cool.
We went to Greensboro, North Carolina
wow.
a lot. Yeah,
This
yeah.
is like nostalgic.
Yeah. That's where the skate park that I used to go to was in Greensboro.
Nice.
Yeah.
Cool. So
Very
you're a southern
cool.
boy.
Well, the southern,
I don't mean to brag.
the southern
boy never became a man.
Okay, she didn't say
Oh,
that.
I
That's
did
not-
say boy, huh?
That's
Sorry.
not, that's not what she was implying, but But all the memories I have of roller skating are like school, like when your school would go to the roller rink. Is that what they call it? Mm-hmm. And then you would just like skate with your friends, and there would maybe be a girl you had a crush on, and you try to skate with her or something. And then she'd say, "No, get away from me."
Oh, wow. Wow.
It's got dark. I thought this was about beef.
Oh, yeah. Sorry. And I have beef with that girl. Okay.
Shout out. Drop names.
But yeah, that's the only memory I have is like school skates. Yeah. School. What do they call them? They call them like
a field trip?
Not field trips, but if you go to the roller rink, they call them like
skate off.
I don't know.
They called it like the event was called something, or
I think so. I could be wrong. It's been a long time,
The vert?
We'll call it the vert. We'll call it the vert.
I remember I used to skateboard. You guys want to hear about that?
No.
Sure.
Anyway.
But I had a skateboard that was a birdhouse, and I didn't know what that was.
Me either.
I thought it was just like birds that eat in the birdhouse.
Okay.
Is that a good board?
It was okay. But then I was like, I don't like this board because I couldn't skate. and then so my
Blame
uncle,
the skateboard.
Yeah, my uncle was like, here's my Wildcat, and Wildcats were old school boards from like the 80s. And I was skating in my grandpa's driveway back and forth to my other neighbor's driveway with my grandpa's house, and then a car came and ran over the skateboard.
Oh shit!
Oh, just missed you.
Survived. Huh? And my uncle was mad
that you didn't get hit by a car.
No,
that his board was ruined.
It was vintage.
I thought he was mad that like the car missed you.
Oh wow! Okay,
that's a good story though, man.
Thank you. I
So
was nostalgic.
Nostalgic.
He's like, I just want to fit in. You guys are bonding.
Yeah, I'm in California. You guys are in North Carolina right now. So.
That's so crazy. I didn't know that you grew up there.
Yeah, in the South.
I didn't know that you almost got hit by a car. But I know to be fair, I really, didn't even.
What city in North Carolina?
My mom was in the military, so we're on we're in Fort Bragg, so on the base, I guess it's called. And then a little bit after that, we moved to Rayford.
Nice.
Rayford. Shout out Rayford.
Shout out Rayford.
My hometown.
Really?
We lived in a trailer.
That's pretty dope. Like, not in hindsight.
Yeah.
Not probably when it was happening, but now.
Not when it was happening. Now when I compare to where I live now, I'm like, wow, who would have thought? But
you can look back and go like, you can like, when people go like, oh, life's so hard, you can go, really? What is it so hard? That's what I like.
I was trailer trash.
Wait. Sean fucking Hunter from Boy Meets World lived in a trailer.
Yeah, true.
And he was pretty cool.
He was cool.
He had
really
the
leather jacket.
You watched
the black
Boy Meets
girlfriend. World? Yeah.
Yeah. Angela was his girlfriend.
Angela was hot.
She was so hot.
Yeah, she was pretty cute.
Yeah, that used to be my jam too. Boy Meets World.
Nostalgia. A nostalgic opening to our episode.
Wow, so nostalgic.
And you know what? But we are the Beef Boys, the Beefy Boys, the Brass Beefies, or the Beef Monkeys, rather.
Never agreed on the last two.
Yeah, no, the Beef Monkey. You know, like the song that we made once, like the Brass Monkey song. Okay,
yeah.
that's how far that analogy goes. But welcome to the beef table. The beef's hot. The walls are blue. The whack meter's working.
Yep.
Yeah, it got higher.
Yeah.
Did it?
Yeah, it did.
Oh, a little bit. You're in yellow. That's fine.
Yeah.
That's a safe beat.
Every time you guys relate to each other, it just
it goes higher and
I
higher.
I think that's not what happens. I just want to say, I don't think you ever want to be green on the whack meter because then you're just like
bland.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're just maybe agreeable and you're just you don't have your own opinion. I think.
Yeah.
But if you're just like being you, yellow's a good place to be.
Okay. And the furthest the whack meter's ever gotten, I believe, was into the dark orange.
Are you gonna drop names?
Yeah, Kyle Gridley.
No,
what the fuck?
Kyle Gridley went to past
red.
Yeah.
Oh.
It broke.
Yeah. No, he created a whack hole.
That's
how. And
it's
we all
like
got
a black
sucked
hole
into
of
it.
whackness.
Yeah, we all got sucked into it.
Yeah.
Wait. You know what I mean, though.
But so, anyways, we like to beef it up.
Yeah.
As you know, it's the season 3, not the premiere. This is episode 8 of season 3, and for 7 episodes straight, we have been having the guest grace us with their beef. You probably know that because you listen to every episode, right?
I've listened to the last 3.
Oh, wow.
I thought it was funny how every guest asked you, like they were like, "Oh, you don't speak Spanish?" Because every time they would mention a Spanish word, and then there's a point where they're like, "Don't you know Spanish?"
I speak Spanish, but
not according to those 3 guests.
But I don't want to show off in front of everyone. Everyone would be like, "Wow, Joshrardo," all the time. But I speak Spanish. I don't like to speak Spanish.
Why?
because it's like we are in America, baby.
Thank you.
Okay, it's not me, it's the rules.
Wait. I don't think she should go up on the whack meter for that.
He hardly.
No, I know
Spanish.
people like that though, where they're like, they'll change their name. They don't want to go by their Spanish sounding name, so they'll have an Americanized nickname.
That's why Joshrardo likes to be called Jerry.
No, I hate to be called Jerry. I was just gonna say.
Oh my gosh, I love that.
No. When I was in grade school, that's how old I am. I said grade school.
Okay.
He's older than me. But when I was
laugh like that.
When I was in elementary school, I forget which grade. I know it's pertinent to the story, but whatever. But I put Jerry on a lot of my assignments. With a G or no, with a J. I put Jerry because that looked cooler to me as a kid, right? My dad saw it one day and got really mad, and he was like, "Your name's Gerardo, cabrón." And from that day on, I was Joshrardo.
Was that before or after your music teacher called you retarded?
That was before. That was
he really did have a teacher call him that. Can you believe that?
Jertarded?
No,
no, that's funny too. Retardo.
Okay, that's a little bit further.
No, that's why I like the Jerry nickname, because you know how your Instagram name is Gelato, could be Jelly.
Oh yeah, because you like jelly.
Oh yeah, that's so funny.
Because you're like jelly, dude.
Jelly with a G, huh? Yeah.
Because you're like jiggly. And
Welcome to the stage, Jelly with a G.
No.
Whoa. I was trying to be on your guys' side.
Wow. How did we reset after that? Huh?
My 5th grade music teacher called me retardo. Yeah, and I got
Why?
exactly because I forgot my reed at home.
You forgot your what?
My reed.
Oh, a part of your what instrument is that?
Saxophone.
Oh,
Doesn't
okay.
he look like he still plays saxophone?
You just get winded every time.
Wow. Call me fat.
Saxophone
I didn't
player.
call you fat. I just said.
She just said that you get winded
I get winded. I know what that means.
because you play a wind instrument.
There you go. Yeah.
Okay, fine. Yeah, that's true. It's like, God, you guys got me again.
But
I got my reed at home, and he was like, "Oh, okay, retardo."
In front of the whole class?
And then
That's embarrassing.
everyone was laughing so much, I got sent to the principal's office because they couldn't control the kids.
And that's how you started comedy, huh?
No.
That teacher's in the Hall of Fame of teachers. I feel like. He got promoted after
That's
that.
crazy.
He called Joshrardo that, and then he became like principal of the whole district.
His name was Mr. Bonner, and I called him
Okay.
Mr. Boner afterwards, and people were like, "Why are you calling him that? Like, what did he do to you?" And I was like, "No, but he called me retardo."
Like,
and
no,
they're
get it.
retardo.
And nobody got it.
No, nobody.
Wow.
Nobody was on my side.
I'm sorry that happened to you.
Yeah, it's okay.
I'm very sorry. I feel like I've said sorry to you 3 times today.
Already.
Yeah.
Well, because
Well, in the future, just don't apologize to him. Just let it
Okay.
happen.
I'll just let it happen.
Just let him kind of
big ups to all the apologies I got today.
let him soak in it.
Okay, I can't speak patois.
But yeah, as Joshrardo was saying,
We got there. Damn.
as Joshrardo was saying before he got derailed, we've been letting the guest start off the beef train
Okay.
recently. And so if you would do us the honor today, we would love to hear what your beef is.
Okay. My beef. I could just start. My beef is with jobs.
I love it.
Whoa.
Part-time, full-time,
I love it.
Any job.
internships, volunteering, anything. I just hate people telling me what to do. So in honor of the beef podcast of Joshrardo,
Yes.
Oh.
I've made some beef cards for all the jobs. This is probably bad,
No,
but all the
this is
jobs
great.
I've quit or got fired from.
Dropping names.
Thank you.
You can
And-
just read them. You can just read them.
I'm trying to go with the like.
Oh, yeah. That's
It's all dramatic.
Yeah.
Okay, this is not in any particular order or anything.
Of
I'm
worst
just gonna,
to best or anything?
Nope, they're just jobs that I remembered that I had, and I probably forgot a lot. But the
It's perfect. It's perfect. Keep going.
first one is Ben and Jerry's.
Wow. I love that place.
Fuck Ben and
No,
Jerry's.
fuck.
Oh,
no,
fuck
we
Ben
got
and-
beef.
Yeah, we
Yeah,
got beef.
Do
I
they-
like
And
handles
they're
now.
cows. They're like their thing is cows for some reason. Oh, because ice cream.
Yeah.
Wait, dairy.
Dairy.
I was like, why? They put meat in there.
Ben and Jerry's. I worked there in 2019 when the minimum wage was $12, and they paid me $10 an hour.
What?
Beef.
What?
Wow. Can I see?
Is that
can I
legal?
show the camera?
I don't know if it was legal. They wrote me a check. Her mom wrote me a check for the money. And it was like, I counted it up and I was like, oh, I'm getting paid $10.50 an hour. So I I left.
Fuck you, Ben.
That's
and fuck you, Jerry.
Got beef.
Because you're Jerry.
Jelly.
When did you start an ice cream restaurant? Is that what they call it?
Yeah, gelato, right? Oh wait, that's not
Gelato.
ice cream.
That is ice cream.
Is it?
Yeah,
it's
in
Italian
Spanish.
ice, right?
No, in Spanish it's or it's helado.
Oh,
I speak Spanish.
All of a sudden.
okay. The next one is Corner Bakery Cafe. Do you
Ooh,
guys
where's
like
that?
that place?
I like that place. Yeah.
We hate that place.
Oh yeah, fuck.
No, we hate that place.
I hate that place. I love it. I hate it. Where is Corner Bakery at?
The one I worked at was in Long Beach.
Okay, fuck just that one then.
Yeah.
I don't know the exact street name, but I quit after 3 months because I hated Lauren. She worked in food prep.
Okay.
Dropping names.
I love it.
Yeah, she thought she was cute. I don't know what it was. I just didn't like her vibe, you know?
Mm-hmm.
But the cool thing about that is I got to make out with a coworker in the catering van once.
Whoa.
That was fun.
That seems like
But other than that, plenty of beef.
that seems like it could go one of two ways though. It could be very like sweet and like taboo or scary.
It was
'Cause you're in a-
it was more taboo. It wasn't scary. Like I was consenting to it.
Well, no, I'm not saying that. I'm just saying because you're in a van with somebody.
Oh, I guess I
Yeah.
You know, I just think vans are scary. Is what I'm trying to say.
They are scary. But the
Especially
van was
when-
cool because it had like Corner Bakery Cafe on it, sandwiches all over. The whole thing you could tell was a Corner Bakery Cafe
Oh,
van.
that's cool.
And then we went on a catering run and we
Made
got
out.
to make out. We
That's
got to
pretty
kiss
nice.
a little
That's
bit.
pretty cool.
Was it like on the while it was rolling? You guys were making out, or
Yes.
While he was driving?
Oh no, it wasn't. Okay.
Were you guys driving?
Why do you assume he was driving?
Oh, you're right. And I'm sorry.
He
about
was
that.
driving. But why'd you assume?
Wait.
I can't.
Wait, that's for me. Put it in red, dude.
No,
That's
it went down a little bit for her. 'Cause
okay. Yeah, you're right.
You were saying
I just assumed he was driving because you're running the company and he's working for you.
I mean, obviously.
So that's why I assumed that.
Boy, the
And I took advantage by kissing him. I was like, you get fired if you don't kiss
If you don't kiss me right now, you're fired. And that's why I assumed that. So
That's fair.
Thank you.
Organic Fork. Have you guys ever heard of this place?
never
Sounds
You
sounds
wouldn't.
disgusting.
You wouldn't
Yep, I
because
hate it.
it went
I hate
out
it.
of business. I quit
what?
after 1 week working there. Then the following week they went out of business. Coincidence?
I
think not.
dude.
I got beef with that.
Organic fork?
It was like a organic Mexican food place,
Okay.
and it was really good.
Was it really good?
It was really good. The people that own that place also own Buffalo Spot.
Never
I
heard
don't
of
know if you
Buffalo
guys
Spot.
heard it.
Have you
Maybe
heard
it's
of
like a
Buffalo
Long
Spot?
Beach thing.
No. Oh yeah, it closed. Organic Fork closed.
They went out of business so fast. I couldn't even. I went back to go like return the hat and everything. They were gone.
So you still got it, right?
So I still have it.
Nice.
Yeah.
I think that if you have a place called Organic Fork, your first problem is the name.
Yeah, it's horrible.
And second of all, organic Mexican food?
It was good. I don't think it was all that organic though. I don't know why they called it Organic Fork. It was just like steak. Everything was I don't know.
They
if it
did
was
like maybe a
organic.
Google Trends. They kind of like looked up what words were popping online. Organic was really hot.
And fork.
And forks were really hot. And they're like, Organic Fork. I feel like that's how people name their companies sometimes.
Just put it in a generator.
Yeah. See what words are really popping right now.
Are forks organic?
No.
Okay. I'll just forget what
For
you.
you, Joshrardo, yes, they're organic. For you,
But yeah, fuck Organic Fork. So far,
fork.
Fork organic fork.
That was the dyslexia of jumping out.
fork organic forks.
Yeah.
Fork them.
Yeah.
Organically.
Okay.
In a van.
Wow.
in a van.
Wait. You guys are down.
That was funny, dude.
That was good.
Yeah.
And fuck Lauren, too. We just brushed past
Yeah.
Oh,
her.
fuck Lauren.
Really, she's the one that's a fucking monster. In
We
this.
hate her.
She's a monster.
She had
yeah.
adult braces. I mean, I guess
Oh.
that's kind of mean.
That's pretty
I know
cool.
a lot
yeah.
of people.
I like
That's
adult
pretty cool.
braces, Yeah. Adults with braces, especially if they have.
So responsible, huh?
You know what?
Yeah, is that why?
Yeah, they're getting their life together, dude.
Okay.
But no, also when I was a kid, I tried everything to get like a hearing aid or glasses or braces. Seriously,
Why?
I don't know, but
You
people
just wanted the attention.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
But when I was like in, the eye test, they take you to like a little van.
Wow.
I don't know how they
It's
did
making
it.
a trend right now.
I don't know how they did it in Virginia or North Carolina. But for our eye test, we got molested. I'm just kidding. But
Wait.
no, they put you in a van and you had the eye test. I would try to get everything wrong, but try to make it almost
Just to
right.
get glasses.
Yes. And they were like, he's faking. I heard one of them say he's faking it.
That's not what a doctor should say.
Yeah. And then I did the ear exam, I was like, oh, this is my chance,
To get hearing aids?
Yeah. And so
what kind of flex is that?
I know.
I kind of get glasses, but
I was young. Yeah. No, I mean, you could put rollers on or spinners or something on your hearing aid, but you have to push the button whenever you hear noise.
Yeah.
And I would just be like, dang, 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 dang.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's why your teacher called you retarded.
Well, now it makes sense.
It comes full circle.
Now, see, I didn't know this information before he told that story. And
No
now I know it
context
was him.
before.
Yeah. And then
No
for
wonder.
braces, I would always just ask the dentist if I could have braces.
You just ask.
Yeah. I wanted all of them because people were like, they look cool to me. I went to a nerdy school though too.
So everybody had glasses, braces,
Yeah.
hearing aids.
Yeah. Hearing aids.
Hearing aids. Wheelchairs? Did you know?
That's a thing, though. My sister was just saying that the other day. We were talking about how she had braces when she was younger. She's like, I just wanted them. I didn't really need them.
Yeah.
Our parents have good insurance, so she got them.
I wanted them.
Well,
so
you guys are wrong. I had braces.
How was it?
They were terrible. Okay?
Don't they hurt? Don't they
they
like
were-
rub up against the cheeks and stuff?
They were so painful. They tightened them all the time. My teeth, the roof of my mouth, it's like a U shape. Like if it's like this, right? And then you take it out, it's like a U. The U in the middle was too close together. So they had to put a bar in there and then like slowly spread out my teeth like that. And they had to take this little thing and like, they would rotate it once a week and it would slowly push my teeth out, right? That was already painful enough. Not to mention the little tightening that they do of the actual teeth, but you did get colorful, cool rubber bands.
Rubber
though.
bands.
Yeah.
I wanted to have colorful teeth.
And then I moved to California halfway through my fucking braces journey. And my dad took me to the orthodontist, and the orthodontist said, I don't know what they were doing in Virginia, but I'm going to need to start over.
That's the worst thing to say.
Oh, you had to start over and have a whole
Well, no.
new.
Check this out. He goes, I don't know what they were doing in Virginia, but I'm going to have to start over. And my dad goes, oh, okay. What does that mean? And he goes, well, it means I'm going to have to you're going to have to pay for them all over again. And he's like, his teeth are fine. Just take them off. And so they took them off, which is why my teeth aren't really even straight. But so I just had to go through all that pain for nothing.
When you said that, you covered your teeth with your lips. You're like, don't look.
My teeth are straight.
My teeth are But yeah, it was pretty fucked up. But, my uncle says that crooked teeth add character. So
Yeah.
Sure.
do you guys believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, next restaurant beef.
Next. Oh, Disneyland.
What?
You worked at Disneyland?
More like Beefland.
Whoa.
Yes, I worked at Disneyland last year, and I was fired. This is the only job I've ever been fired from. I got fired for something I didn't even do, and it was the job I actually really liked. And I don't think I'm ever going to get over it.
What did you? Can you say what you did, or can you not say what
Well,
you did?
yeah.
Or what you didn't do.
I literally,
allegedly.
okay,
What you
maybe there is
allegedly
some
didn't
fault
do.
here. But when you work at Disneyland, you could sign in friends, right?
Yes.
And I would sign in people and leave the park, but you're supposed to stay with
Oh.
them. They've never gotten in trouble or anything. And I did it so many times. But this one time, the guy I was dating at the time, I signed in his little sister. We left the park. 20 minutes later, we get a call, and she's like, I got kicked out of the park, and they're calling her manager because I got in trouble for underage drinking.
Oh my
Done.
God.
I was fired on the spot.
Wow.
Without even talking to me or anything. I got unemployment for a little bit.
Wow.
And yeah, I got beef with that.
Fuck Mickey.
Fuck that little girl that was drinking.
That's her friend.
Well, no.
Okay.
Not anymore. That was my ex-boyfriend's little
Ex-boyfriend.
sister.
Yeah. You're right. I deserved
listen
that.
to the
and it was
story, dude.
aggressive. I'm sorry.
God, I was so invested. I put the music to it perfectly.
I'm sorry. I
Okay,
wasn't
whoa.
listening.
Every time I
It's
move,
perfectly
it buzzes.
timed. But yeah, I got beef with that. I don't think I'll ever get over that. And it was like, it would come up in our relationship a lot. And I remember one time we went to the storytelling mic at Harp. I don't know if you guys have ever been there.
I never been to the storytelling mic.
No, not the story.
It's pretty fun sometimes, but he went up before me, and I guess I was still mad about this. And he called his little sister a bitch during his thing. And I was like, oh, perfect segue for me to call his sister a bitch and talk about Disneyland. And then we got into a huge fight about it. I'm like, dude, I got fired for that.
Yeah.
I lost my
Your
money.
sister is an amateur. Okay, if you're gonna
Got busted.
if you're gonna underage drink at Disneyland, do it right.
Also, she's an animal. Like, why are you drinking at Disneyland?
What?
Yeah,
Wait, I'm
she's
sorry. Wait, I like that you
She's
said.
got a problem.
Yeah,
I like how you said
problem.
amateur, and so I was like, animal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
You're making weird connections this episode.
He's trying so hard. It's like, do you guys like me?
I really. Do you?
No, I really, yeah, I really
Okay,
do.
cool.
See how we do.
Yay.
I really do. But yeah, I think that's fucked up. I mean, I went back in my disease, I would sneak into places and drink all the time. The LA County Fair.
Yeah, me too.
Knott's Berry Farm, Disneyland, but I never once got caught.
Not for someone doing you a favor, though.
Well, also,
like,
yeah.
I'm doing you a favor, letting you in. Like, you're my boyfriend's little sister. You would think someone would be acting more proper or something.
Well, yeah, because you're representing that person.
Kind of, yeah. And then it turns out they're bad people.
They're bad
Yeah,
people.
she was, she was out of hand.
She was out of hand, and that's
I
a
feel
good thing
a
to say.
joke coming.
No. I was struggling to say that.
And I don't know. And
she got too comfortable.
yeah. Okay.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Out of
Or
pocket.
she just didn't care.
She didn't.
She was
care.
just like her brother, huh? I don't know.
Do they sell alcohol at Disneyland?
Yeah,
Yeah.
in California Adventure. I think only over there. Or maybe they changed it. I don't know. They might
maybe.
sell it at Disneyland now.
I did acid at Disneyland.
Okay, not about you.
Okay, sorry.
That's like every male comic I've met. It's like, I did shrooms at
But
did
I was
something.
17. I was underage aciding.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
That's
And you
worse.
bought a ticket or?
Yeah.
Or
no,
did
I had
someone
season
let you
passes.
in?
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You had season passes to Disneyland?
When it cost like $200.
Really?
Yeah,
I
I'm
just
old.
don't.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
It used to, damn, that's so low. Now it's like 1,000.
Is it
Yeah.
1,000?
Yeah.
Fuck.
It used to be $258.
Here's what we're gonna do.
That's
We're gonna
nice.
get Brianna. All our viewers are gonna get Brianna's job back at Disneyland.
Yeah.
So you're gonna go to www.disneyland.com.
Yeah.
And petition for her to get her job back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also,
Because I want to go to Star Wars Land
yeah, for free.
for free. For free.
And then get busted for drinking, underage drinking.
Yeah.
Josh.
Yeah. And I want to. Yeah.
Just
And I'm
The
gonna.
Southern boy.
Southern boy.
And I'm gonna somehow become young again.
This got sad.
This got sad.
Wait.
Leave it up to Josh.
Okay,
Who gets sad.
forget that last part.
Cut that out. Let's edit that.
No,
Edit that
I'm
part.
gonna cut it out. I'm gonna cut all that out. That I
You
said.
guys, I have so many cards in so little time.
Oh no!
No,
Come
no,
on,
no,
let's
no,
go.
you
Let's go.
gotta-
No,
let's go.
I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
I'm ready.
Okay, this next one is Target.
Oh.
I worked at a couple different locations, but the most recent one I quit because the manager wanted me to go grab carts, like in the parking lot.
Okay,
But I
good.
was the fashion expert, so I worked in like the clothing area, and she wanted me to go get carts. And I got really upset, and she seemed to like get off on it. Like she's like, "Yeah, you have to go get carts, and I'm not gonna give you one of those little handle things to collect them." And I was like, "Okay, I'll get all the carts in the parking lot." And then I went into the parking lot, went into my car, and drove away, and never went back.
Good for you.
Wow.
I do have to say.
Beef with Target.
I do have to say I agree with maybe the location that you worked at, but in general, I'm a big fan of Target.
Yeah, we
Me
love
too.
Target.
I go to
love
Target every day.
I love Target.
Yeah.
My brother works at a Target still to this day.
Really?
Yeah.
What do you mean still to this day?
I mean, he just
Like-
currently works there.
He is employed by Target.
Yeah, I just wanted to make it sound a little dramatic.
It was, and I was like, ooh,
He
juicy.
started as a cart attendant, funny enough.
Wow.
And
That was
we-
his job description. It wasn't my
True.
job description.
But I will say one thing about being a cart attendant that was kind of cool is he got a lot of free stuff because people would forget things in their cart.
Oh, that is actually pretty cool.
Yeah, and so he would just like a Target. If you're listening, he did not do this.
He didn't do it.
but
Allegedly.
he allegedly would like park his car somewhere in the corner and then take the stuff that people forgot and like put it in his car.
That's a come up.
Allegedly, he said.
Allegedly, that's
yeah.
a come up.
He got caught.
Yeah.
Oh, he did?
Oh, he did
Yeah.
get caught one time by a customer.
It's a funny story.
Oh, what, their stuff?
Yeah.
Because it was hot, right? It was so hot. It was in the middle of the summer. He was sweating, pushing carts around.
Okay.
And someone forgot a Gatorade on the bottom, a case of Gatorade on the bottom of their cart, like a gift from the heavens,
Yeah.
you know.
And his
on
Yeah,
brother
that
was-
perfect
day.
day
yeah.
for that. Yeah.
So his
His brother was like,
my brother.
his brother was like, big ups to the person who forgot the Gatorade on the whole island, man.
Yeah, he did say that,
Yeah.
and he did say that exactly.
It's in the story.
But yeah, and he said, "I'm gonna drink one because it's hot." So
Yeah.
he drank one, and then like stashed the cart somewhere so he could go back and get more. The guy ended up coming back and was like, "Hey man, did you find any Gatorade on a cart?
Like red Gatorade mustache.
He's like, no, not me.
And this guy, he's like, it's for my mom. Like, she's really old and dehydrated or whatever. And my brother was like, no, I didn't see any Gatorade. But yeah, with the red stain on his lip.
The guy's like, let me smell your breath. Blow into my nose.
And then the guy was like, persistent. The guy was like, I'm positive I left it on a cart. I was just here. Can I just go look and see if it's there? So he ended up finding where my brother had stashed it. With one missing. I was like, hey, there's one missing. And my brother was like, look, dude, I took it. It's hot. It's hot. It's hot out here. It's so hot. So, please don't tell my man.
Tell on me.
Yeah. And to that guy's credit, if you're watching, shout out to you. And I hope your mom's doing okay.
Yeah.
He did not tell on my brother.
Yeah. He's like, can I get like 3 more?
When he finds the Gatorade and there's one missing, he turns around and your brother's just running. It's like halfway down the parking lot.
And before we go on to your next one, we also have beef with Target too. And this is Joshrardo's story to tell because Joshrardo got a slap on the wrist from a Target official.
Yeah. So we were in the office supply aisle here at Joshrardo McAllercons. We love office supplies. And
love the unison.
Shout out to this guy.
Shout out to you too.
And so when I'm making decisions on my office supply purchases, because there's different brands and different loyalties that we have, you know, so I'm looking around and I just like naturally hit my jewel, you know. And this one Target employee, he looked like McLovin.
He did kind of look like McLovin, yeah.
He walked by and he stopped and he was like, "You can't do that in here."
Yeah.
And then he just stared at me for like 5 seconds.
No, he did a thing where he's like, you can't do that in here. He like walked forward, but then walked back a little bit and stared at Joshrardo.
And I'm not going to snitch on myself. I was like, what, shop?
Yeah, he did say that out loud. Yeah. He's like, what, shop? And that's when he kind of gave him a look like, I know what you're up to. But what really, rubbed me the wrong way was that this guy was younger than us.
Yeah.
Ooh.
And we're just
trying to assert some authority over you guys.
And we're not hurting anybody. We're just 2 young guys jeweling his
It would have been hilarious if he would have jeweled and walked away. That would have been hilarious.
That would have been cool.
But
also, don't take your job so seriously at Target. I asked my brother, I was like, if you saw 2 young studs in Target smoking. Studs.
One Southern boy, one jelly.
One jelly.
Okay. That's your new nickname. That's
jelly.
Your new nickname.
Yeah, one Southern beef fed boy and another just all beef boy.
Okay. I don't like that one. 2 beefy boys.
And if you saw him just ripping jewels in Target, would you say something? And he's like, no, I would just fucking, it might.
Yeah, who cares?
Yeah, he's like, I would just keep walking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would go get Gatorade.
I would go steal more Gatorade. So what I'm trying to say is me and Target have a love-hate relationship.
Feel you. I feel you.
Yeah, we bond over Target. Every time we walk into Target, we walk by the security guard and go LP. Loss prevention.
Yeah,
I know the lingo. I worked there.
Well. Cool. Okay, cool. Well, to the listeners.
And then people would follow us around like we're going to steal stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it's because your brother's reputation. Like, we got to keep an eye on them.
It's one of the Michael's kids.
It did get around. It got around a lot. They have wanted signs of my brother in some Target parking lots to this day.
With the Gatorade.
Yeah.
They call him the Red Lip Bandit.
He's a fan of fruit punch.
So they call him that for another reason, but he also stole the Gatorade.
That's so funny.
Who's next on the chopping?
The next one, I probably should have taken this out. Regal Cinemas. I didn't even make it a training. There's no beef with that one. I got the job and then.
I got to say this though too. You're really hitting home with us because, we've been talking about getting a job at a movie theater.
Yeah.
It's a good gig. You get free movies.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Just don't.
Free popcorn.
No, yeah. They let you get the popcorn. You could drink as much soda as you want.
That's what I like.
You could eat as many hot dogs.
Yeah.
You just can't get caught. But you can do whatever you want.
Yeah, you can really do whatever you want. Yeah. But yeah, so you didn't even make it to training then.
Didn't even make it to training. I don't know why. I forgot why. Because the next one is AMC Theaters.
Oh, wow.
And I worked there for 4 years. That was actually my main gig for a long time. But I quit because I got a promotion as like a crew leader, like a supervisor. And then my manager, Greg, said I was going to get paid a certain amount. And then when I got the position, I didn't for like months and months. And I was like, what happened to the pay raise? And he was like, well, things change.
Wow.
And I was like, all right. And
Fuck
I
you,
quit
Greg.
through email.
Yeah, fuck you, Greg.
Beef.
Fuck you, Greg.
Dropping nice.
Wait, actually, Greg's pretty nice because then afterwards I apologized and he gave me like this lesson on integrity and I was like, okay, I knew you for a long time. So
How old is Greg?
super old. He's well, not super old.
Greg?
Hey, you hear that, Greg? You old fuck.
Old fucking bitch.
He's like an older guy. He's married, had kids, you know. Now we're beefing for other reasons.
Yeah.
You worked at AMC for 4 years, though?
That was like the longest time I've ever had a job, yeah.
That's pretty cool, man. You got to see a lot of free movies?
Yeah, and then I used to I love going to Universal Studios, and there's a AMC there, and since you get free tickets, you just like call in and like ask them for a movie, and so I wouldn't have to pay for parking like at AMC because they would validate your movie ticket if you paid for parking. And there was like this weird loophole where I would get a free movie and then get money back from parking, but I never paid for parking. So I would always get like $15 back. Yeah. And use that for lunch.
That's awesome.
It was a weird loophole. Like, yeah.
Okay.
Work at AMC.
Yeah, work at AMC. I'm a pen guy, dude.
No, I got no stuff. It's okay. I'm going to write that down real quick.
Work at AMC, yeah.
Just work there.
Yeah. They're opening an AMC here in Montclair.
Is there the shopping center by the freeway right
Yeah,
here?
right here.
Oh, what is it now? There's a movie theater there, right?
No.
I thought I saw.
They're building AMC right now.
Nice.
He works at the Canyon Club.
Yeah, it's right there too. It's like where old washed up musicians go to relive their glory days. But anyway, yeah. Fuck. I'm second guessing working at an AMC now because of I don't want to run into any Gregs, you know.
Yeah.
But also
old pieces of shit.
But also it does still sound pretty sweet.
No, I mean
it was a good gig.
I work in the movie industry, and I still want a job at AMC.
It's a good gig. That's where you guys know Dakota Freeman?
Yeah.
That's where I met him,
Shout
and then
out.
I started comedy because of meeting him there. Yeah,
He worked there.
He worked there. Yeah, we met at AMC. We both had that job, and then I was like, yeah, I want to start comedy. I don't know, and then lucky meeting him, he knew all the mics, and he wrote down a list for me, and then I started comedy the next week.
Shout out Dakota.
Shout out Dakota.
Good
dude.
guy.
Love that
Good
guy.
I don't know if he likes me.
I love him.
You
dude.
got beef with Dakota?
No, I don't know.
Dakota's one of those people that I don't really know how he feels about me either, but he's just such a sweet guy. That
He's a good guy.
Yeah, he's awesome.
I give him a hug regardless of what he says.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He grows a way bigger beard than I do.
It's a very nice beard.
Yeah.
It's a very just like pure spirit.
Yeah.
You know.
Super nice.
And he doesn't seem like someone who likes hugs, but I still give him
But
a
you
hug.
still hug him.
Yeah. I don't know if that's okay.
We'll ask him at the next mic.
Oh, you're right. I should
Like,
ask.
is it okay if I hug you?
You're right. Fuck.
Yeah,
I'm sorry,
Easy,
Dakota.
Josh. Easy.
I'm sorry, Dakota.
The lines are blurry with Josh and consent. So.
That's not true.
Ooh, I feel like some
That's not true.
truth is coming
That
out.
is not true. That's not true. I'm going to cut that part
Yikes.
out. I just say that I like... I'll say that if there's anything...
I like crossing boundaries.
No, I like hugs. That's all I'm saying. I like
Okay,
hugs.
okay.
He's a hugger.
And I'm
He's a
talking to
hugger.
you, Dakota. I'm talking to you, Ryan Reyes. They've both been very vocal about not liking hugs.
And you give them hugs anyway?
Yeah. Well, Ryan Reyes, come on, he's a huggable teddy bear.
I get it, but if he says he doesn't want a hug, then
He wants
He
it.
his body's telling me yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
My
so
mind's
funny.
saying yes. His body's saying yes. Let's make it happen. Body and mind connect, huh?
Wow. Okay, next place. I'm fucking.
Yeah,
juiced
I
up,
got
dude.
a few more cards. Okay, Barnes and Noble. You gasped.
Wait, yeah. Go ahead.
Barnes and Noble. I quit twice, 2 different locations. I didn't like the vibe there. Did you work at Barnes and Noble, Josh?
First of all, Barnes & Noble was my first job.
Really?
Yeah, and I
Okay.
love Barnes & Noble to this day, so don't you
Oof.
ever say anything
Oof.
fucking bad about Barnes & Noble. dude.
I didn't like the vibe. Okay. The first one.
Just, can I say this before you...
Go ahead.
Be careful.
Watch yourself.
Be careful.
Is that a threat?
That's what he says to Ryan before he hugs him.
Okay, dude. I only said it to him one time. Okay?
He's like, be careful.
Just came up behind him. He didn't even.
And I whispered it in his ear. Be careful.
But why?
Barnes and Noble. Okay. We would have, and maybe you're familiar with this. Maybe they did this when you were there. Before you come in for your shift, they would have like a little round table or like a little session where you guys talk about new titles that came out.
Yeah.
And you have to mention one of your favorites or like what's one you're looking forward to. And I guess I would always pick the wrong ones. Only me in the circle.
What do you mean the
Everybody
wrong
would say,
one?
well, I remember this one time I liked, what's that guy from Evil Dead?
Rob Zombie?
No.
Okay.
Wait, Evil Dead?
Something Campbell.
Oh, Bruce Campbell.
Bruce Campbell. Yeah, he had a book.
Yeah.
If Chins Could Kill, which is really funny, great book, and that was one of the books I mentioned, and they were like, no, we're talking about new releases or something. Like, I would always have some kind of reprimand for naming the wrong titles. And after so many times of that happening, I was like, all right, this is not for me. I thought we could just talk about anything we liked, you know? This is like a book place. And
yeah, my favorite book is Jane Eyre. That came out in the 80s, dude.
I don't know if you heard of this little book called The Great Gatsby. But I love Barnes & Noble. Sometimes I'll just go to a Barnes & Noble.
I love Barnes & Noble too, but how was your experience working there as a first job?
It's really funny that you would ask me that. I've been waiting 40-something episodes, almost 50, and no one's asked me. I loved working there. But it was my first job, so I was maybe 17 when I started, and I turned 18 while I was working there. Yeah. And they were very nice and very kind, and I got promoted to a magazine lead.
Oh my god!
Yeah, so I was like stocking the magazines up, and I would get real bored sometimes. And one time I made myself pass out.
Okay.
While I was stocking magazines.
What is up with that?
I don't know. I was 18. I don't know.
I feel like it's that one story you posted where he's like, "You guys want to see me cry right now?"
That was
it's like you just do weird stuff like that.
Yeah. I just, sometimes I forget what it's like to be human, and so like I try to remind myself.
And also, he didn't say you guys want to see me cry right now. He said, "Do you guys want to see me fake cry right now?"
Oh,
jeez!
Wow.
Did you fake pass out?
No, well, because in high school when everybody was going around like choking each other.
Oh yeah, I do remember that.
Yeah. Well, I didn't have friends that would choke me, so I just did it to myself in Barnes & Noble because it was before we were open.
Oh my god.
Yeah, and all I remember is waking up in a pile of magazines. I passed out.
No one helped you. You were there for like 40 minutes.
Yeah, I was there for a long time.
He's just on the ground.
With my head
People are just walking by.
Yeah. But I loved Barnes & Noble, and everybody there was very nice. There was a really... I met a very nice group of friends on the Starbucks patio that was connected to the Barnes & Noble.
The Scrub Rats.
The Scub Rats. Yeah, we called ourselves the Scub Rats because it's Starbucks spelled backwards. And
creative.
Yeah, and it's a cool name. Like we're the Scub Rats, because we were all pretty nasty too. But not sexually nasty.
Okay,
but
I didn't think that.
Okay.
But okay.
But just like dirty, But not because we didn't shower or anything.
But just grimy. You just keep giving adjectives for dirty.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I said
synonyms.
So what I said the first time would have been fine. But yeah, Scub Rats. And so I really just Barnes & Noble was like my family.
It's very sad. Very sad.
Yeah. Should play some music for them.
Yeah.
And if I could work at another one, because there's one down the street from here, I would work there again. And nothing like the smell of books really just gets me in a safe place mentally. If I'm feeling down, if I'm feeling sad, which is rare.
Okay, doubt it. You guys want to see me fake cry right now?
Okay. Then I just go to Barnes & Noble, and sometimes I just go there to smell it.
Okay, no. We're done.
Wait. Okay, yeah.
You didn't specify what you're smelling.
No, I'm smelling the book.
Right,
regardless of what the book says. I'm smelling the books.
So next on the hit list.
You don't like the okay? Well, you don't like the smell of books.
Oh yeah,
I love the smell of books.
Okay,
yeah,
thank you.
But you know what I like
ton
now?
Of books.
What?
I work with lights. I like the smell of a fresh light.
Okay.
What does that even smell like?
What does light smell like?
It smells different.
Like
it smells like the combination of a fresh car and like a fresh book, and throw in there like some fresh
glass.
Jalapenos. Wait.
No, like glass, huh? You're sniffing glass over there at the light shop.
Okay, don't say that out loud. My boss listens to this.
But yeah, I love the smell of books, and he loves the smell of glass. So
fresh lights. Anyways.
I'm sorry. What's next?
Okay, Long Beach City College Bookstore.
Okay, fuck that.
Which was also called Barnes & Noble College, not related to these other two Barnes & Nobles I worked at. And I worked there for a long time, for like maybe a year and a half. And then we got a new manager named Mary.
Okay.
And I didn't like her vibe.
I don't like
same
her already.
thing.
I don't like her vibe
First
either.
day I met her, she comes up to me and she's like, "What's your zodiac sign?"
Okay.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm a Scorpio." And then she gives me a dirty look and
"You're
she's
fine."
like, she was like, "We're not going to get along."
Wow.
And then we didn't get along. And I was like, I feel like that's so weird for a manager to do.
Yeah.
It was like a weird power move thing.
Yeah.
And then she would talk to other employees about me, like right in front of me. Like I'd be sitting right here and then she's you, and that's the coworker, and she'd be like, I can't read Breahna. Like, I don't know what's going on in her mind. She's so hard to read.
You know,
and I'm sitting right there.
That's so fucked up.
It was weird. This one was totally like, it was totally Mary's fault. A lot of the jobs, it was me just being a princess and like, I don't want to work here. But Mary, she's weird.
So far, enemies of this podcast are Greg, Mary, Lauren.
Mm-hmm. Target, we're cool still.
Target,
we're
and Barnes and Noble. I'm sorry that she said those things about you.
I'm not sorry.
Yeah.
But yeah, Mary was weird. And she was like, she asked me what my race was once, and I told her I was mixed. And then she's like, I'm mixed too. And she's like, total white woman. And I'm like, is she messing with me? And then she's like, yeah, I'm a little bit of like Danish. I'm a little bit of Turkish. And I'm like, you're trying to relate to me, and you have blonde hair and blue eyes. This is not working.
Yeah. Also, that's like crossing the line, and then her just coming straight out of the gate with the zodiac stuff.
She's like, fuck Scorpios.
Disrespectful.
I was like, fuck Mary.
What's your zodiac sign?
Oh, are you gonna say fuck me after?
No.
Oh, Sagittarius.
Fuck Sagittarius.
No,
She said it.
No.
I strongly
What's
hate
yours?
Sagittarius. I'm a Libra.
Oh, that's cool.
Fuck Libra.
No, they're cool.
Are they though? Are they?
Are they?
We're a walking scale.
We represent
balance.
Yeah,
What's a Sagittarius? What's the thing? A Cupid?
a centaur.
It should be a dirty
why do I think
diaper.
a Cupid?
It should be a dirty diaper.
Because they're
Goes
shitty.
sag?
They shit in their stuff.
Oh.
Wait, I'm half man, half horse, dude.
Whoa! Take away the S and the E.
Wait, what?
What does that spell?
Have man, have whore.
First of all, no. Second of all,
Stay in school.
Stay in school.
Second of all, it's a horse is a very majestic creature, and a man is a very majestic creature.
Okay.
That's what he tells Ryan. Before he hugs him.
Okay, all right. And Ryan is a
And
very
Dakota.
majestic.
Yeah, and Dakota.
They are both majestic, but that's neither here nor there. So, anyway.
Anyway, next on the hit list.
This next one, Irvine Improv. I'm just sorry. That's all I have to say for that one. I'm sorry that I did a no call, no show so many times and then was kind of let go. Hopefully I could get booked there in the future.
I used to work at the Ontario Improv.
Okay.
As a dishwasher.
Nice.
And some would say the best dishwasher, but
he would say that.
You say that. He doesn't.
But I was told same thing with the job you had AMC.
Yeah.
Where they were promising you
pay raise. Yeah.
and then they told me 2 weeks from now you'll get a better position, and then 2 weeks later they tried to like act like I was doing everything wrong, and then they brought me into the office and were like, we're gonna need you to be a dishwasher for a little longer or whatever. Ooh. And they actually said they were gonna fire me. And then I was like, okay.
Gaslighting.
I quit.
They gaslight you.
I quit that day.
Oh, you quit on the spot? Cool.
And I was like, I'm out.
I think they saw one of his tapes,
No, I used to get free sets there all the time.
At Ontario?
Yeah. And then I went back one day after I quit, and they didn't put me up. I'm like, oh, very convenient, huh?
That's fucked up.
Yeah.
They can't do that.
Beef.
That's
Beef.
profiling.
Yeah. Thank you.
Right?
Yeah.
Right? Because you're an ex-employee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why.
Yeah, that's why.
Nothing about you personally, just because, you know.
And my set is hilarious.
What did you do there? Were you...
At the Irvine... I was in the ticket... the box office.
Okay.
So I just sold tickets. Literally, it wasn't that long. And it was too far. And instead of just telling them that, I just stopped showing up.
I've done that plenty of times. You know my motto. I say 2 weeks notice.
Okay.
Wait.
Which one?
Which one? Don't say that.
He has a couple of them.
Wait. I do have a few, but not. They're all good. They're all good ones. And they're all gems that you should live by.
Nope.
A 2 weeks notice is a courtesy.
Yeah.
So just stop showing up. Who cares?
I agree with that. Because if they fire you, they're not going to give you 2 weeks to keep working there.
Yeah.
They're just going to fire you.
Mm-hmm.
And sometimes if you put in your 2 weeks notice, a courtesy that you're doing for them,
they let you go sooner.
Yeah, they'll let you go sooner. They'll stop calling you. They'll stop scheduling you.
It's fucked up.
Yeah. So thank you. That's my motto on record.
Yeah, take control of your future.
Yes, dude. Wow.
Thank you.
That was a good one.
That was really good.
You guys should make a poster for that and put it up with him just like with a thumbs up.
It's like, what did you do to control your... Okay. Anyways.
All right, how many?
Okay, I only
have
have 2 more. I know.
I
know.
I could do this all day for real.
Yeah,
I'm not.
I just wanted to beef with my jobs.
Yeah, I like the accent beefs.
Me too.
Yeah.
This is really fun. This is really
wow,
fun.
that was so cute.
Yeah. Okay, I gotta get one too.
You have soft hands.
Is that good or bad? You said it like it's bad.
I think it's
no, I don't expect it from men.
Oh, thanks.
See, I called you a man this time.
This time.
Little Southern
Well, because
boy.
I called you a Southern boy.
Oh, that's right. That's right. That's right.
All right, this one is Claire's in the mall. You guys know Claire's, right?
Yeah.
The accessory store.
Yeah.
For girls.
For
Okay.
Josh.
Could be for anybody. Okay, it's
For
a
people with soft
gender
hands?
specific store.
But I used to be the assistant manager at one location, and then they told me that they don't have security cameras, and I got really paranoid because I worked in like a shitty part of town, and so like before I left though, I just stole a bunch of stuff because they were like, oh, there's no cameras. But then I got really paranoid because weird people would come in, and so I quit. But then I got hired like 6 months later at a different location, and then they didn't let me stay as assistant manager. They made me like third key or something. So I worked there long enough to make enough money for Christmas to get people Christmas gifts.
Smart.
And then I just stopped showing up.
Smart.
So beefing because they didn't care about my safety.
Yeah.
at
Well, they
all.
didn't have
That was
security
weird.
cameras, but then also you used them not having security cameras to your
To my advantage.
Yeah.
I just thought it was weird that they would tell me that.
Yeah.
They're like, hey, just so you know, there's no security. Because if I would have known there's security cameras, I would like, I don't know. Because I would have friends come in.
Claire's.
Well, yeah, probably that. But also I had friends come in. Like I would tell them. And
Yeah.
I'd be like, hey, there's no, you guys want earrings? You guys want. So I would have them come in and pretend we're making a purchase. But no transaction was.
Yeah.
It's probably bad to say,
Well,
but
Allegedly. Like, all of
this
it.
is all allegedly.
this is all like, yeah,
And
off
just
the record.
so you don't, so you're not.
I'm
you know,
never going back to Claire's. It's fine.
So you're not singled out.
Yeah.
I've done some stuff like that too.
It runs in the family.
It runs in the family. When I was younger though,
Yeah. LPLP.
LPLP.
Yeah.
Yeah. LPLP.
Okay, so there's just one last one.
Big ups.
Forever 21.
Ooh.
Obviously, I worked there.
I like Forever 21.
You like it?
Yeah,
It's a nice store.
I like it.
Maybe not to work there though.
Okay, fair.
I quit as soon as I was offered the job. Well, I didn't. I worked there for a little bit, but like I already knew I was gonna quit. Like during the interview, because the interviewer made fun of my outfit that I was wearing that day. I had like skeleton earrings. Like I just like to dress like kind of funky or whatever. But I was like, okay, we're like not getting along already, and you're making fun of my outfit. Like this is Forever 21. I thought.
How did they make fun of it? What did they say?
She didn't like my skeleton. I don't know if she didn't like them, but I had like these jangly like skeleton earrings that I was wearing, and my hair was probably like pink or something. I don't know. She just like making fun of my style. I forget the exact word she used, but I didn't feel welcome there.
Wow.
So
well, I have
beefing.
Yeah, I have beef with Forever 21 now, and I'm never shopping there again.
Okay, your whole getup is from Forever 21.
Okay, I do have a lot of clothes from there.
Yeah. They do have men's clothes.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah, they do. They have like a whole section.
I found that out recently.
Really?
You went shopping at Forever 21?
I walked in.
How did you feel when you
We
walked
went
in?
to Forever
We
21.
did. How did you
Yeah.
feel when you walked in?
Aw.
I was looking for all white, and they had white stuff and with stuff on it, so it wasn't all white.
I know. They always ruin stuff.
Yeah.
Like you'll find something really cute and you flip it around and it's like tacos are forever.
Here's-
Like, tacos over boys.
This is tacos over boys. They would put that on a shirt.
So stupid.
It's not my beef today, but since we're talking about it already, shirts with stupid quotes on them ruin the shirt. I
Yeah.
see so many cool shirts. They have a dope like aesthetic, a cool picture, cool font,
Big
right?
word.
Yeah, I'm trying to use bigger words. But then they'll put some, like you said,
Something stupid.
pizza over boys or tacos
Pizza over boys.
or whatever, and I'm just like, why does this need to be on here? This has nothing to do
I
with
agree.
anything. That's really all I had.
Okay. Well, let's give it
glad
up
you
for
guys
your
agree.
piece really quick.
Dude, that's so much fun. I could, if we ever make a Joshrardo board game, we're gonna just put cards with places on them, and people are just gonna have to beef it out.
Yeah.
I think that's
awesome.
That
Yeah.
was so much fun, and I'm gonna tell you why. Another reason why I like you right now is because you are like me in the sense that I've had probably just as many, if not more, jobs than you have.
Yep.
Fuck a job.
Yeah, fuck a job.
Fuck
right?
jobs, yeah.
I've had so many minimum wage jobs.
Yeah.
Who needs them?
Also,
I mean, I need them.
you
but-
work.
We need them a lot, but
Yeah,
like who
I-
also needs them?
Yeah.
You worked somewhere for 4 years. That's more than I could say.
Me too. Me too.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The longest I think I've ever worked for one place maybe was 3 years. Maybe.
That's pretty close though. That's kind of a lot.
I worked at Costco for like 2 years.
2
That's
years?
pretty good too.
I worked
And
at-
Costco's a good job, right?
Yeah.
2 years is the longest?
Supposedly.
I got fired.
For what, eating all the food? Or what?
Wow. No, but my firing does have to do with fat.
Okay.
Now you have to explain.
I didn't know they like their employees in bulk too. Am I right?
I forged a signature allegedly on a fat test for ground beef,
Oh, were you in the meat? What's that called?
Meat department.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, shout out.
We loved beef even
Shout
back
out
then,
to-
you know?
0910, strongest team ever.
No one knows what that is.
I said 010, but 2009, 2010, we were the best beef boys.
I was the beef boy back in the day. That's what I said. Yeah,
You already said that 10 seconds ago.
Yeah, I already said that.
That was my fault. But anyways, I just got sad. But so I got fired for not. I did the beef test, the
To
fat
weigh it,
test,
right? Yeah.
and then I went to the back and I asked someone. I was like, "Hey, can you do this test for me, or like sign it off?" And he was like, "No, I'm busy right now." And I was like,
Oh, so you forged
I was
the...
like, whatever. That's how we always did it, though. We always just signed it off for ourselves.
And you're the one that got busted. Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah,
That does suck.
this one time,
It's
though,
like they already wanted you out, though.
Yeah.
So that was a reason to
well,
let
yeah,
you go.
because probably like 2 months before this,
Mm-hmm.
I sliced my finger on one of the machines.
Yeah.
Really
Because you
bad.
thought it was beef?
But I was no. I was stoned.
Oh, God.
Oh, my God.
But, and so like when I got my boss was really cool. We used to allegedly smoke weed on our breaks. Like my manager, the meat department, we used to before he would leave, we would smoke weed in the parking lot. But anyways, I don't do that
So
no
you
more.
sliced your finger and they were upset?
So I sliced my finger. I was stoned. I went to the front office with a chicken rag that was dirty with chicken because I just grabbed whatever was around me. You know, like okay, sorry for making you throw up.
No, it's perfect.
LaCroix do that. It's bubbly. But and then my boss was like, "Leave, go to the hospital right away so they don't drug test you." I was like, "Oh, very smart."
Right, smart,
So
smart.
I just left the office in my car and
Oh,
went to the
shit.
hospital
Damn.
with a rag around
Chicken
my
rag?
Yeah, like one of the
That's
rotisserie chickens. Yeah, it was
disgusting,
gross.
dude.
Yeah, that is gross,
It was
man.
the first thing I saw.
That is gross. I think that that's really cool, though, that we've all had like so many minimum wage jobs.
Yeah.
I think that nothing bothers me more than someone who takes their minimum wage job too seriously.
I agree.
It's
I've
so
had people
frustrating.
like make fun of me. I mean, I get it. Like I'll have friends be like, "Oh, what job are you working now?" Because like
Yep.
I
Yeah.
never stay at one. But one time I got into an argument with someone and they're just like, "You don't have honor because you don't stay." And I'm like, "What the fuck are you talking about?"
Yeah.
It's like just because you manager at like Pizza Hut.
Yeah, it's not about honor.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing is more frustrating. I'm an employee. Okay, I'm not a team member.
Yeah,
all right?
I don't care about making someone else rich. I want
Thank
to
you.
follow my dreams and make money on the side.
Yep.
Yeah, I agree, dude. I don't have beef with that,
Awesome.
but I have beef with all of those places,
Yeah.
except for Barnes & Noble. I really can't believe you brought that up.
So sorry. Sorry to Josh.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
for,
speaking of
I
Josh,
accept your apology.
I wanna
hey
hear
Southern boy,
Your beef.
you
Okay,
got beef?
I got beef.
Yeah, I want to hear it.
I got beef. My beef today. Ooh.
Ooh, it's steamy.
Yeah, it's steamy.
Ew, gross.
I'm so glad you guys asked. Why is it gross? It's not gross.
Dirty diaper.
My beef is actually gross, but it's not gross like it's not gross because of me. It's gross because of these people. Okay.
Ryan Reyes.
Okay.
No, not Ryan Reyes.
Okay.
I love him and expect a big hug when I see him.
Later tonight.
My beef is with this. Couples on Instagram, okay, that talk to each other through the comments.
Yeah.
Right? Nothing is more disgusting to me than when I see a couple post a picture. Let's say the guy posts a picture of him and his girlfriend, and he says something sweet about his girlfriend in the comment, right?
The caption.
The caption.
Get it right.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Big ups.
Big ups for you for correcting me. Thank you so much. In the caption, and then she'll respond to his caption in the comments.
Yeah,
And then
that's
he'll
weird.
respond, and they'll have a whole conversation in the comments. Talk to each other if you guys are so fucking in love, okay? If you guys love each other so much. And first of all, it must be nice. It must be real nice.
He's bitter now.
Yeah, to have multiple ways to communicate to your loved ones, okay? And to even have a loved one. It must be
To be
real.
loved and to be held.
To be held? And you try to rub it in my face? I think so. It feels like it. And I get mad, too. And I sit there and first of all, I get sad, too. But I also get mad. Like, I get it. You're in love. You know, I get
Yeah.
it. Why do you guys just DM each other or talk to each other when you guys
It
are
sounds like you don't like
holding each other?
PDA. Because that's a
Public
form
displays
of
of affection.
PDA, right?
I guess you're right. That is
I mean, I think it's gross too. I don't really like that, but it sounds like you have a problem seeing other people be happy.
I mean,
We're
maybe
getting deep.
maybe I need to look deeper within myself. But I like it when people are happy, but I just don't like
Not in love though.
yeah, not in love. And if you're gonna be in love, like go all in and like be self-aware, or just keep that shit to yourself.
Whoa.
Sorry. Sorry for cussing.
No,
Sorry.
I
Sorry
don't. Can I do that?
Why? Why did you?
Because are you saying either go all in or keep it to yourself? Like as a female, I like when guys I'm dating post about me, and if they don't, that's like a red flag.
Okay.
To me. But I don't. I agree half with like the comments and stuff. That's kind of gross. But
okay, so how about this then? I post a picture of my significant other, right, to show that I care about them.
She doesn't exist.
I know
This is
that.
hypothetical.
I know.
Hypothetically.
It will always be hypothetical.
Wait.
Yeah.
Wait, no. Okay, hypothetically, I post about my alleged girlfriend. Okay,
Boyfriend or girlfriend.
Never said that, but there's also nothing wrong with that.
Dude, Jesus Christ.
You're the one, and and so, but I don't. I just maybe the caption can be something like funny. Maybe the caption can be something sweet. But all I need is for my significant other to like the picture.
Yeah.
And when she sees me, go, oh, that was really sweet. That was really cool. That was really nice of you. I don't want her jumping in on the comments.
Okay.
And if she does, maybe she could be funny back. But like, I don't want it to be this like really sincere back and forth of.
Yeah. Be funny over sincere.
Yeah.
I'd rather have
Always.
someone be funny than be like, oh, I love you,
Always.
Debbie. So is that what you mean by go all in? Is just by posting the picture and then
I mean, if you're
comment?
going to like lean into it, like shout out Steve and Julia.
Okay, shout out.
I like his posts better. Yeah.
Yeah, they're leaning way into it. They're like all over each other, but it's like that's almost the joke, kind of. Not that love is a joke or anything like that. I don't mean that. But I mean, you know, they're like really going for it. You know? As opposed to someone who's, I'm not saying all in or nothing. I guess I mean by nothing, I mean like. Guys, I'm just
lonely.
Tomorrow's Valentine's Day, and he's feeling a type of way.
Is it really coming up that soon? By the time this episode will have come out, it'll be past Valentine's Day, and I want everybody listening to know that I had a great Valentine's Day.
We'll need an update episode. We'll need a follow-up episode where we see what Josh did over the weekend.
I did a lot of stuff, and I met a lot of people, and happy Valentine's Day.
You know what my Valentine is?
What?
LaCroix.
Yeah.
I'm going to drink a lot of those tomorrow. You guys, right?
We love it.
I love it.
But you know what I'm saying, guys? Do you agree that it's gross?
Yes.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah. Because, like,
I agree on the comments part. I think when couples post significant other pictures is cute.
yeah, I'm not saying don't post pictures.
Yeah.
I want it to be very clear.
Yeah.
Okay, that's what I was confused about.
Right. I want to be very clear and say that I don't think the pictures are gross. I just think the comments are gross.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because if you're so in love, then you should have open communication.
Yeah.
And you should be able to talk to each other. And you shouldn't need the validation of strangers to make your relationship mean something.
Okay.
Be worth something.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
Thank you. That's it. That's all I have.
That was funny.
Yeah. But the one I saw was like, just me and my bae. And then she commented, bae, you're the best. And he commented back like, no, you're the best.
So gross.
And I was like, okay, this is, I'm muting both of you.
You read all the comments?
Wait. Yeah,
He did a POV, like it's being said to him.
Yeah, I did. I did read them out loud.
He
and
covers the
changed my
comment. He's
voice.
like, how would I respond to that? Nah, that's not how you do it.
Okay,
And
well,
then he wrote it down. He's like, I got beef with this.
okay, busted, but also
Busted.
But yeah, that's my beef, dude. I just think that that if you're in love, I mean, it must be nice.
Have you ever been in love?
That's a good question.
Jeez, his eyes rolled back.
He's been in love way too many times.
He's one of those. Huh?
Wait, no, not one of
Wait,
those.
don't wait.
I would say I've been in love. Maybe honestly, now that I look back on it, maybe I mistook things for love, if that's even the right conjugation of that word. But
Science, Josh.
Yeah.
You mistook eye contact for love.
wait.
You're like, oh, we're in love now.
No. I just affection, passion. I mistook for love.
Okay.
Right?
No, wait, what?
Isn't that love?
Yeah, isn't that love?
Yeah.
See, you
Passion?
guys wouldn't know because you guys have never been in love. I think that like it can be love, but I think there's more to love than just that. Passion is very important, but it's not all that love is. I think love is a lot more than that.
So you've never been in love? That's what
Maybe
you-
once or twice, maybe, or yeah. Maybe once or twice. Maybe. I don't know. What is love?
I'm sorry, I flustered Josh.
What is love, dude? I don't know. Have you been in love?
No, well, one time, yeah.
One time.
I was in a year-long relationship, and I thought I was in love. I think back, it was love, yeah.
So you even to this day, you think back and you say that was love.
That was love, yeah.
Okay. And not to put you on blast or anything, but how many relationships have you been in?
Like 3 or 4.
Okay. So out of the 3 or 4, one.
Only one.
Have you
and
ever
it was
been
the
in love?
longest relationship.
A year was the longest?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Have you ever been in love?
What?
With tacos?
Pizza.
Pizza.
Maybe I would say twice
Out of how many relationships?
out of like 3.
Okay.
Oh, wow. You're
Yeah.
really up there. Huh?
How long were the relationships?
But one wasn't even a relationship.
What was it?
Oh.
She had a
She
boyfriend
wasn't
and we
real?
were just
Ooh.
yeah, we were just fucking like
Oh,
And you
loved
fell
her.
in
sorry
love?
for cussing. But that was like the longest relationship I was in. That
How long
like
was it?
a year long.
The one where you weren't really in a relationship?
Oh, yeah, that's not a relationship.
Well, we were in college and her boyfriend was somewhere else.
Okay.
And we would like hang out every day and have sex.
So you
Right.
cheated, or you were the other guy?
I was the mistress or the mister or whatever you call it.
Okay. So you think cheating is love? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah. Is that
Like
what
if
you're
you
saying?
cheat,
I was young and I was susceptible to anything.
Okay. It sounds like you're saying that infidelity gets you going, dude.
Okay.
not saying it's bad. I'm just saying, do you
Wait,
think
no, but it is bad. though.
cheating is bad?
Yeah, no.
Oh, cheating is bad. Oh.
terrible.
Oh, cheating is bad.
And then I was cheated on,
Me too.
and that tell you what, I wasn't even in love to begin with.
Same.
Damn. I've never been cheated on, but I've cheated on others.
Wow.
Okay. Thank you for coming
Honesty
to
hour.
the
I
podcast.
gotta go.
And then I was in love again, and then we broke up.
How long was that one?
Well, I was like 2 months.
You were in love in 2 months?
It was that real.
It was real.
It was real.
It was like real.
Damn.
Yeah. So to answer your question, I think that love is about passion, but it's also about what else is it about?
Crossing boundaries.
Wait.
That's love.
It's also about
Compromise.
compromise,
Yeah.
Compromise. Okay.
integrity.
And yeah.
Integrity.
And
Shout out to Greg.
and honor.
An honor. Yeah.
And honor.
And loyalty.
And loyalty.
Yep.
Thank
I
you.
get it.
And breakfast and lunch and dinner.
Yum
Yeah.
yum.
And tacos.
And tacos.
Yeah. I love it.
And yeah. And soap.
And soap.
Yeah. Okay. So Cody Decker is in love with soap.
So,
Wait, what's your beef?
Oh, you always want beef?
Oh wait, sorry, I'm not running the show.
no, you can't. No, run it.
I
I'm
got
curious.
beef.
What's your beef?
Doesn't everybody?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I got beef. You want to hear my beef?
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
My beef today is with I have a question.
Okay. Who are you asking?
Do you have his middle name is Michael.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought it was Magic.
Wow. Yeah, it is. It is. It
I'm
is.
just
It is.
kidding.
That was a quiz and you passed it.
Yeah.
My
Anyway.
new name, by the way, is James Magic Bond.
Yeah, James Magic Bond.
I'll be calling you Josh.
What do you have a middle name?
Yeah. It's kind of long. Do you, should I say it or you just want to?
Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious. Ever heard of it?
If you don't have to, if you don't want to.
No, my middle name is Miliani. Well, it's like 2 parts. It's Shay Miliani.
That's a
Hawaiian.
dope middle name.
Chameleonaire.
Okay,
That's
don't.
what
Reaching.
Yeah,
Reaching.
wow, I can't believe you
like
just did
Josh.
that.
For Ryan's body.
Okay, dude. All right.
But my beef is with middle names.
You don't have a middle name?
I don't have one.
You don't?
No.
Wow.
My name is Joshrardo Alarcon, period.
Damn.
That's sad, huh?
We should give you one.
I'm down.
They did that in high school.
Retarded.
Yeah. She went down. Yeah.
Don't touch my whack meter.
I made it.
I invented it.
Wait, I engineered it.
Okay, you want to fight right now?
Yeah. Give us a second, Breahna. Hold on 1 second.
This is the whack meter 3000, so that's his iteration. The next one is mine. It's gonna be
Yeah,
hot.
the one before was just drawn on a whiteboard, so you're welcome.
It was
All right.
drawn in my mind first. But no, I don't have a middle name. In high school, I was in theater, let's be honest, and they gave me a middle name. Do you guys want to guess what it is? Don't say retardo.
Yeah.
Is it offensive?
They gave me a name called Denise.
That was your middle name?
I don't know.
Why did you tell us to guess and then tell us?
Yeah. I was ready to guess. I wanted to play.
Yeah, I was down to guess too.
I knew you guys were gonna get it.
I would have never guessed
when
that.
When you look at me, you don't see Denise.
I do.
No.
Okay.
I kind of do.
I don't.
And then in the meat department, they call me Scooby.
Stupid.
That's pretty cool, though, right?
No.
Can we pretend you never said that?
Yeah.
Why?
Scooby is the most basic nickname.
Ruby Red.
Okay. And I'm definitely cutting that part out.
Can you do it in your like Jamaican?
Big ups.
Okay. I'm leaving that in.
Because of Ruby Red.
Okay.
It's your boy Scooby.
Okay. For those of you listening and just tuning in now, Joshrardo has relapsed on the podcast.
Because to all the island massive.
But Scooby, I don't like. Denise, I like.
Okay. No.
Joshrardo, Denise Alarcon.
GDA. But what's with middle names and why do we have them?
I think we have middle names because it makes us more unique. Because there might be a lot of Joshrardo Alarcons, but there's only one Joshrardo Denise Alarcon.
Yep. That's you.
That's you.
There's only one Joshrardo Alarcon without a middle name because everyone else has a stupid ass middle name. Sorry for cussing.
Why do
you sound bitter?
Yeah, you sound
I'm not.
upset.
Yeah, man. No, but and also I really honestly can I be straight up with you guys?
Yes,
Honestly,
I hope you have been. This
no
whole time.
stolen valor. Honesty hour.
He likes to steal.
No,
valor.
I don't. No stolen valor.
He does. He really does.
No, I don't. Nope. I will say right now, my dad.
Okay.
He's
Start crying.
over there.
Yeah.
He's in the other room.
Yeah, he's been waiting on the couch.
Guess what his middle name is?
Joshrardo.
Yeah.
Wow, good guess.
It's like a Mexican thing, right?
And you know what? They didn't
Maybe.
You didn't answer me, so I feel like
I don't think so.
it's offensive.
I'm gonna act like you didn't ask that. No, I mean I think so. I don't know. My whole family, both sides, my grandpa and grandpa.
Okay.
Okay, two grandpas.
My grandpa and my grandma,
nothing wrong
on
with
both
that.
sides.
Yeah.
All their names are Francisca.
Really?
Yeah.
So the women are both
Francisca,
of them?
yeah.
Oh,
And then
wow.
my
Isn't
grandpas
that
are
confusing?
Franciscos.
That's kind of odd.
Crazy, right? Yeah.
I don't want to say
Mexican.
weird, but
No, I mean, it's weird.
It's retarded. I get it.
It's like someone playing a video game and forgot what to name half the characters.
But there's different iterations. There's Pancho. There's Kiko, like all these different things, right? Anyways, Guadalupe, for some reason, I think that's her middle name. Gross, but
Okay.
so your dad has a middle name, but didn't give you a middle name.
So on my dad's side, he came from a long line of Franciscos.
Mm-hmm.
All the men in my dad's family were named Francisco.
Mm-hmm.
And then my grandpa was like, enough of this bullshit. And he was like, Juan. And then Juan Gerardo. And then my dad was like, I don't have an imagination.
Wow.
I mean, fucking
Shout
Joshrardo.
out to Joshrardo's dad. Dude.
I love you.
I don't think you sound like that at all.
No, shout
Horrible
out.
impression.
No, I'm bitter about my name. Why can't you name me like Sean or something?
Or Juan. Sean.
Sean Alarcon.
Oh, wow.
That's good. Yeah.
And it rhymes with Juan. Why couldn't he just name you Juan Jr.?
Wow, it does rhyme
Instead
with
of-
Juan.
I would have took
Joshrardo.
Jeans over Joshrardo.
Ugh.
Or Gene. Gene Hackman.
Can we also pretend you didn't say that?
Yeah, I'm gonna pretend
Gene.
like you didn't say a lot of things, dude.
Well, all I'm saying is, what's the point of a middle name? And since my dad named me after his middle name, I'm not gonna have kids because I don't have one.
So that's your logic.
That's great logic.
Yeah.
Wow.
And if I have kids, I'm gonna name them Mistake.
Wow.
I'm just kidding.
Or
That
what
was
if
a
you
bad
just
joke.
name? What if you just name them nothing, dude?
Nothing. Hey,
Or-
nothing.
No, not even nothing. What if they just don't have a name?
Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
You just nod at him.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hey, get over here.
If they don't have a name, do they have to go to school?
Oh, I see where you're going with this. They should probably still go to school, though.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, they should
100%
definitely
should.
100% go to school. Especially if you're their dad, dude. They're going to have a hard life, okay?
Wow.
No, because, because you're going to be you're such a good dad.
Yeah.
Okay. whew. Where does your middle name come from? Your middle name is dope. I like
It's
it.
Hawaiian. I was named after, because I was born on the same day as my grandmother.
Uh-huh.
So my mom named me after her. Or, well, the Shea part. Miliani, I don't know where that came from. That in Hawaiian, that means gentle hug.
Wow.
Don't give me a hug.
I mean, your name says otherwise, but I'm okay. You can call me Josh Miliani Michaels because I'm coming for you to hug you. But
You're going to go up to Ryan tonight like, Miliane.
it means gentle hug.
Means gentle hug in Hawaiian.
Wow.
Do you know what Gerardo means?
It means
I don't want to say it
means
because you're going to
Chipotle.
get
Don't say
offended.
retarded.
No, what does it
It
mean?
means good with spear.
Okay. Good with spear, huh?
Yeah, what the fuck is that?
Are you good with a spear?
I've never had a
That
spear.
sounds like a very old. It's an old name, right?
Yeah, it's French.
Joshrardo
Is
is
it?
French?
Oh,
Really?
Gerard.
Okay.
but the way you say it.
Gerardo.
Okay.
All right. Can you look up what Josh means? Don't laugh.
Southern boy.
It probably means good with stupid.
Okay, it doesn't mean that. Look it up. I think it means like the
Good
chosen
one.
one or something like that.
Good one.
What does it mean?
The chosen one.
It's Hebrew. Jehovah is generous. Jehovah saves.
Wait.
Joshua was chosen to succeed Moses as leader of the Israelites for their journey to the promised land.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
You're welcome, guys. So yeah, basically,
he's a savior.
I'm a savior, and
That's why you hug people.
That's to
You're like
save them.
Jesus with his arms out.
Yeah. Are you still reading more about my name?
Yeah, I'm looking at Urban Dictionary so that.
Are you
Ooh,
looking?
yeah.
He's looking for worse definitions of
Yeah.
my name. I mean, he already got the right one, the good one, the best one, and he's looking for worse ones.
Okay, I got one. Josh is a sexy masculine individual exuding the most desirable of traits. Doubt it. That's not for you.
Okay, why did you say I got it then?
Oh, here's you right here. A boy that could make even the ones who created broken hearts smile.
Wait, I'm confused.
Wait,
That's
what?
good. That's good, right?
You make people, even though people are sad, you make them smile. I think that's
Wow.
what that said.
Wow, all of those sound really good, dude.
But they also say a boy before all of them. A boy
I did
who
hear
is
that.
I
Who
just
is
ignored that though. I was
more
hoping you
weird
guys
than the
ignored
weird
it.
side of the internet. A boy that could make the happiest person on the planet if he was still in my life. A boy that will never fail to make me laugh, and for all times I made you upset, I'm sorry. Okay, this is just personal.
It is on Urban Dictionary though. Someone just misses this guy named Joshua.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude. So that's pretty much what my name means, and I didn't know that till right now, and I'm gonna start acting differently. I'm gonna change my whole vibe now. But yeah, I think that your middle name is cool, and
Thank you.
it's kind of fitting that it means gentle hug because.
Gonna hug you.
No, I didn't say that. I didn't say that. I did when you did come inside here. I did give you a hug, and I didn't ask. Is that bad?
It was fine.
Okay,
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave that.
It
part
was
in.
just fine. The hug was just
It was
fine.
just fine. Nothing to write home about.
Nothing crazy.
I mean, okay, but I like to think that my hugs are signature because it's like they make you feel they're non-threatening, but they make you feel like welcome. That's number 2. And number 3, I mean,
Okay.
they make you feel like here's this. When I hug somebody, I like for them to feel like I don't hug everybody. That I just hugged them.
So you want them to feel like you don't have experience hugging?
No, that's not what I mean. I mean, like, I don't want them to think like, oh, this guy goes around and hugs everybody.
Oh, you want it to be special.
Yeah.
That's okay.
And did I
Okay.
convey those things in my hug?
Honestly, no. I feel like because it was like the first time we ever hugged, so
Right.
you were a little like
It was a
you're
side
a little
hug.
stiff.
So
yeah.
that is one of the
So
things
I'm just
he
giving
said.
you
Notes.
advice. Yeah,
Thank
notes.
you.
He said, I want to make it feel like it's the first time
Like
I
I
ever
never
hugged.
hugged. No.
Oh.
That's why I was like, okay.
Oh, yeah, I did. Thank you. I
Yeah.
did say that. Thank you.
I
Might as well
listen.
be hugging a pole.
Wow.
Because he's so white.
Okay. Half Mexican, so I would. So anyway, Miliani. Am I saying it right?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Is there an A before the M? Or is
A
it
before the M.
a Miliani or a Miliani?
Miliani starts with
Oh,
M.
okay. You said it wrong.
No, I said
But there's like
Miliani.
2
Oh.
parts. To
Oh,
it.
okay.
Shay
Shay,
Miliani.
yeah.
Who's not listening now, huh?
Are you Italian? Shay Miliani.
Okay, dude.
Okay,
Now,
sorry.
this is the part of the podcast where Joshrardo just disrespects people. Okay. And their culture and their names.
He's patois.
I'm not patois.
Big
dude.
ups to your boy, Joshua Magic
Okay.
Michaels.
Okay, dude. It's James Michael Bond.
James and Michael Bond.
James Michael Bond. That's an actual person. James
James
Magic
Ma-
Bond.
James Michael Bond.
James,
Just naming random dudes.
James Michael Bond is another comic.
Yeah.
But
Oh, for real?
yeah.
Oh, shit.
But I'm James Magic Bond, okay? And that's because you're welcome because I save lives. I'm a hero.
Yeah, I doubt it. But
Oh, Joshua saves is what my name.
Joshua
My
saves.
name means so.
Do you know how to speak patois?
No.
That's just a good question.
I learned a little bit from
Really?
this podcast.
Oh, okay.
No, from you.
Yeah.
When you're finished with something, you say done. Like Josh done cooked all the chicken.
Okay.
So what's give me an example of you greeting someone.
You done made my day by seeing you, brother.
Oh,
Gra,
wow.
gra. And then you hug them with consent.
I always get consent. Okay, I'm assuming that if
It's very revealing about Josh.
I'm assuming if I go to hug somebody and they go, "Oh no, thank you," then I don't go, "No, get over here." I don't do that.
I do sometimes.
Turn into like
Okay,
a
now.
20s
Yeah.
old man. Get over here.
Or,
You see?
You see?
come here, say you're gonna like this, say.
See? Not that bad, say.
If I go to hug them, right, and they're kind of like weird about it, I can read body language, and I go, "Whoa, hey, whoa, I'm sorry about that. I'm just trying to give you a gentle hug."
You know what?
Just not to Ryan or Dakota, though.
Yeah.
They're
Not
the
to
exceptions.
Not to those guys.
You know what? There's nothing like not seeing someone for a long time and then giving them a big old hug
Big ol' hug.
and a little bit of a smoocheroo.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
I don't know if I agree with
Or
that.
reach around.
Okay. Smoocheroo and a reach around? I don't know. I don't know about that. Those aren't ingredients to my hug sandwich. Well, let me just say, I called it a sandwich because we're like this. There's two people and we're like the buns.
I like sandwiches.
Cool.
Wait. I'm gonna defend the hug thing, okay?
I like my sandwiches with no meat. So no clothes.
Okay. Don't point.
I feel like you're dropping secrets about Josh, and I don't have all the context.
There's no context. There's no secrets.
No.
There's no nothing.
No.
I'm just saying that when I hug somebody, it's out of platonic,
Understanding.
understanding and love, a shared love for just humanity. Okay.
Okay. You're bringing everyone into this.
Yeah. It's not just because I'm like, "Ooh," I don't go somewhere and I don't go, "I can't wait to hug this person." I don't do that.
That's so
Okay.
funny.
You give off that vibe, though.
Yeah.
I feel like I do, and it makes
I
me
do
sad.
see you like this a lot.
I do this a lot with my soft hands. I really do rub them together.
And Joshrardo does it too, but when he's looking at food, he's like,
Yeah, he does.
I'm just kidding.
I love Chipotle.
He does love Chipotle.
I got fired.
You worked at Chipotle?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
I got fired
Why'd you get fired?
because I didn't wash the avocados.
Oh, that's such a dumb reason to get fired.
Why?
They never taught you that?
No, why?
Because it's got skin on it. So like,
Oh, that's their reasoning.
so why would you
No,
wash
that's
it?
the reasoning for not washing it.
His
We have
lo-
skin on the avocados. You want the inside, not the skin.
His logic is no one eats the skin, so why does
Yeah.
the skin need to be washed?
Yeah.
Okay,
Does that make sense to you?
kind of.
Maybe you
I
deserve
don't
to
know.
get fired.
I would still wash an avocado because when you slice it open, all the stuff on the outside will eventually touch the inside.
Yeah.
The knife touches everything.
But the
so
knife is super sharp.
that means nothing.
what
I could say stuff too. Sharps are cool. Sharps are sharps.
Sharps are
Knives
cool.
are
Sharps are cool.
I'm
Sharks
so
are cool,
dyslexic,
too.
guys.
Sharks are cool. Sharps are cool. I do think that you're good with a spear, but you're not good with a knife.
But also,
Ooh,
I
that was a good one.
I was different back then. I was so fucking good at my job and all this, and I never got any fucking reprimanded kind of stuff. And then they fired me for not washing avocados.
It sounds like all the reasons you got fired though were they wanted a reason to let you go,
Yeah.
and they just had a dumb reason.
I'm just too much of a bundle of joy.
And they were all food related, when you think about it.
Yeah.
meat, avocados.
Avocados, yeah.
Meat, avocado.
I worked at the Daily Bulletin, and this was like
What's
my
that?
first.
What is that?
The
Are you
newspaper?
Yeah.
With J.
Oh.
Jonah Jameson? Who did you?
Okay. The Daily Bulletin, the Daily Bugle.
Yeah, he's just making up jobs now.
No, that was my first real job,
Mm-hmm.
and I was a paper boy, so I just like, throw the papers and talk to myself and stuff.
Sound like a Halloween decoration.
Like Waluigi.
I like Waluigi. Oh, that's what we should be for Halloween. You should be Wario, and I should be Waluigi.
I'm down.
Is it Waluigi? Did I say it wrong?
Well,
Wal-
Waluigi's the big one.
Yeah,
Okay.
Waluigi. Why did I say what did I say? Waluigi?
Oh, no.
I'm
Wario.
confused.
Wario's the big one. Waluigi's the other one.
Who's the one with the laugh though? Warrior?
I guess
That one.
That's
that laugh.
Waluigi.
I guess that's
okay,
Waluigi.
You can't do it.
I sound like Popeye when I do.
And so I had the Daily Bulletin job.
Yeah.
And I worked there probably like 4 months.
Mm-hmm.
And I would just throw the papers. And then there was like specific instructions on some of them where you have to walk to the door and put it in a spot that says paper here kind of thing.
Okay.
And I would just be like, fuck these fools, and throw the paper.
Wow.
And because there's like 1,000 places you have to go to in one night.
Mm-hmm.
And it's 7 days a week, no days off.
You're just trying to be quick.
Just trying to be quick. This one time, I broke one of the gutters, like the rain gutters.
God.
I threw it out of the moonroof. I just tossed it like that, and it hit the ceiling, and the gutter went poof, And I was like, oh, fuck. I put it in reverse. Like, I got to go.
Wow.
But anyways.
That's why you got fired, huh?
No.
No, you deserve to get fired because of that.
I walked into my boss's office that day, and I was like, look, man. He's like, look, man. I'm like, what? Because I was going to quit.
Copying you?
I moved. He moved. No. What's it called? Because he was going to fire me.
And you were going to quit.
I was going to quit because I started school the next day.
Oh, shit.
Doubt it. He went to school.
What? I did. Theater school. Hello.
Okay, I believe that.
And so I told him, I was like, I was actually going to quit today. And he was like, wow. And we like hugged and shit and left.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You didn't want that power, though, of quitting before you were fired?
No, I was like interested, like, wait, what? When I heard the look, man, you have too many complaints. He told me the whole thing, and I was like, and I just listened,
funny.
and I was like, wow.
Wow,
and
I'm bad at this job.
And I was like, I was actually going to quit. That's why I came in here.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
You guys were vibing.
Crazy.
Yeah. And so I worked that night, and then I left and forever.
Okay.
And this one time I was throwing papers.
More jobs.
Oh, there's more.
This one time I was throwing papers, and a cop pulled me over. I was also smoking weed.
Okay.
At the time.
All right.
But the cop pulled me over on Labor Day. It was like the morning of Labor Day. And I was throwing papers, and he was like, from his car, he didn't come into my car, thank God, right?
I mean, yeah, sure.
From his car, he was like, oh, like he saw I was throwing papers. He was like, Happy Labor Day, and then he drove away. I was like, that guy's a fucking asshole, dude.
Are you sure that happened?
No, I'm positive.
And he's an asshole for wishing you Happy Labor Day?
No, he said it like, you're working on Labor Day. Happy Labor
he was
Day.
rubbing it in.
Yeah.
Well, guess what, dude? He was working on Labor Day, too.
Yeah, fucking idiot, right?
Okay,
Stupid.
dude. All right.
Yeah.
I don't know, Joshrardo. Any more job stories that you want to take us out with today?
This one time at
Okay.
Costco,
Didn't really
at
think you had-
Costco, this guy wanted catfish, and I was in the meat department, and I was looking. You know the story.
Oh, shit.
No, tell your.
Long story short, there was no catfish, and he told my boss, and the boss came back and was like, "Is there catfish?" And I said, "I'm tired of this shit. There's no catfish."
Great story, dude. That was a great story.
Thanks.
That was a really good story. That was a really good story.
No, you guys are way too nice.
Yeah.
guys are so
Joshrardo's just full of stories, huh?
Yeah.
Story
This
time.
guy.
This guy. Cut the cameras.
This one time.
Oh, no. Hey,
Getting a call, I think.
we have plans. I mean, all individually, separately, we all have plans, you know, unless you want to hang out.
What? I have work.
Okay, me too.
No, you don't.
Yeah, you're right. I don't have anything to do after this.
Is that why I've been here so long? Just company?
Yeah, we haven't even started yet. But honestly, we usually play a little game or something to get out of our episodes, but Joshrardo's the game master.
Whoa, what did you call me?
He's the game master.
There's nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong with that. But Joshrardo's the game master.
Yeah, emphasize the M.
And if there's nothing wrong if I do or don't. And since he is the game master, why don't you get us out of here with a little game?
Okay. This is a game called Patois. I'm just kidding.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, do you ever play improv?
Play improv?
Okay.
I mean, you could
Or
play
do it? Yeah.
You could, yeah, you could really, it could play you sometimes.
What if we just go to an old classic?
I'm down.
You thinking what I'm thinking?
Probably not.
Group hug.
Group hug. It's a game, and I always win that game.
Okay, don't do that.
Not that there's any winners or losers when you hug.
It's a little ditty called the Deep Game.
Deep Game. Oh, this is a classic.
Yeah. It's incepted on the podcast. Shout out to the podcast. It's where we go in a circle and we give the person 2 hugs. We give the person 2 words, random words. And you have to try to make a deep saying out of those 2 random words.
Right.
Okay.
By starting with sometimes in life.
And then incorporate those 2 words, and then at the end say
the same 2.
Yeah, say the same
point
word.
at me.
Well, I thought you're the
End it with the same 2 words?
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the game master.
Yeah. So, for instance, let's let Josh do it. We'll give him 2 words.
Okay.
So go for it. What's a word?
Take away the deep game. Here we go.
Notebook. And...
Wait, my turn.
No.
Stickers.
Notebook and stickers. Sometimes in life, people walk around with their notebooks full of ideas, full of thoughts, full of poems, full of drawings maybe. And sometimes those people carry those notebooks tight and close to their chest and keep those thoughts and those prayers to themselves. But others like to flaunt their notes around, drawing attention to it with stickers. Wait, you like it? So it's like, ooh, look at me, look at my thoughts, look at my ideas. I got stickers all over it, but I'm not like that. I just keep my fucking notes to myself. And so should you.
No, don't clap.
You're definitely not getting a hug after this.
Wait, let me try again.
Notebook and stickers was the easiest.
Okay, should I try again?
No.
Oh, okay. That's me.
It was good.
I'll show you how it's done. Give me a word, though.
Okay.
Give me a word.
My word is playing card.
Nope, no, I'm not doing that. One word.
Okay.
One
Breahna,
word.
you give him a word.
Okay, crackers.
Lighter.
Okay, I'm scared.
But you guys get what I'm saying about?
No, we don't get it. We don't get it at all.
About like some people like to be extra.
Sometimes in life,
okay,
you know look for different things and you try to be fit in with the other crowds and you know so you buy certain things that you would never buy if you were trying to weren't trying to fit in with those crowds, like lighters. And sometimes you don't need a lighter when really all you need is a cracker. Because probably want a cracker, not a lighter.
Got the music.
Wait, no, I'm not done yet. Because when life gives you crackers, there's no need for lighters.
I have to wipe my teeth.
No. People with stickers on their notebooks are trying too hard. And I'm just saying that you should be low-key about yourself and not be flamboyant about yourself. Okay.
I think we got it. It just wasn't good.
Sometimes in life. Okay, it's your turn.
Okay, so now
Let's
we
see how
give you
easy it
two
is.
words.
Okay.
And you start with sometimes in life, and then
Sometimes
you
in
wrap
life.
it up with the two words again.
Okay.
So
What's my word? My word is let's see. I'm looking at objects around.
Don't look at objects. Look in your mind.
Oh, you're right.
Oh my God, dude.
Cheese.
Stand. Okay. Sometimes in life.
Wow. Good already.
I'm moved.
Amazing, beautiful, never been done before.
Sometimes
in life you just want some cheese.
Yeah.
True.
Tell me about it.
But there can be moments there can be moments when there's no cheese around.
Mm-hmm. I hate that.
And sometimes you just have to stand there with no cheese. And it's really tough.
Yeah.
Sorry, I'm getting emotional.
Yeah, no.
Me too. Same.
Same.
And sometimes in life, you're just a girl.
Sometimes.
Standing there. Asking for a block of cheese.
Yeah.
Cheese stand.
It's time to take a cheese stand.
It's time to take a cheese stand.
Oh, that's good.
A stand against
Should
the
have added
cheese.
that in there.
Because all
You
these
were
people
heading
are
there.
cheesy.
Yeah.
And I'm not Chester the Cheeto. I'm James Michael Bond. James Magic Bond. You say that other guy.
Sometimes in life, our notebooks have stickers. Other times, they have notes. That's how you would have said it.
Thank you. That's what I meant. And
That's a good one.
That's what I said. That's what I said.
Okay.
But yours was great. I feel moved. I feel like I could go out and conquer. I feel like I could hug the world right now.
I could go for some cheese.
Don't do that.
Okay. But thank you, Breahna, for coming all the way out here. One more big round of applause for Breahna Upton. Breahna, if you have any social media or shows or anything
big ups.
or big ups that you'd like to throw out or plug.
Well, my Instagram is Kawaii Hawaiian, and I just post selfies. I don't really post any promotion.
You post flyers and stuff.
Sometimes.
Don't be so modest.
This is coming out when? On Monday, right?
It's coming out not next Monday, but I think the next.
So let's see.
24th.
The 24th?
The 24th.
That week I will be at my new job.
Hey-o.
I won't quit it. And then on Saturday the 29th I'll be at the show called Fire Hazard in downtown Santa Ana at the Green Room. And that one's produced by Daniel Zambrano. Another good comic.
Shout out. Dropping names.
Future guest of the podcast.
Yeah, future guest.
Future beef.
Future
beefs.
Maybe.
And beefs past And to all, a beef good night.
To all, a beef good night.
And
make sure to follow Breahna at Hawaiian.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
follow me at Joshrardo.
Okay, and follow me at Josh Magic Michaels.
Okay, not enough time for that, but.
And follow me at Josh Magic Michaels.
Yeah.
Why'd you do a second one?
Yeah.
I don't know. But yeah, thank you guys as always for watching and for listening
and for commenting
and for leaving comments. For sure, leaving comments.
Nobody leaves comments.
But they will on this video, right, guys?
Right, guys.
Right?
Yeah.
Not me.
Wow, beef.
Just kidding. I'll put one.
Okay, but you know, mostly them. I'm talking mostly to them. And then and we love you all, and we'll see you guys next time. And until then,
bye.
Bye.
Later.
Bye. See you guys
See
soon.
you guys later. Bye.
See you guys. I love you guys.
Bye.
Give someone a hug for me.
Okay, don't do that.